bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Trip on them! Cole, mine's the command. The night is... Surprise! Not now.
Freeze! Windblade! Dodge this!
The night is cold.
Freeze!
Over here. Cue the
Die!
clock.
Don't need frostbite! Cool it!
Don't be scared.
Freeze! Cool it!
No! You're a cut above.
Look! Childe's back.
Well, it seems the burden of... And now that I consider the matter, you had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to...
Your show of ability today far surpassed... You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, this battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if...
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I'm given that the Gnosis wasn't In fact...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in... As such, we must now...
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers.
So what are you planning to...
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon, and the Archon. If such an ancient god, do you think the cunning Rex Lap...
But the Archon wore it!
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now! The Fatui have been researching them!
Indeed. The one that was given with the power of so many sigils of using the powers of ancient gods, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on? If we hadn't happened to see the jade did we make it in time?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What
Faced with the calamity of...
Oh, Paimon gets it. So, just...
It's not just you, which is why we must stop.
So the Archon War was... So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
An unfortunate fault! Use this first!
Windblade!
Chip on up!
I miscalculated.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Cole, mine's at the...
Oh, so...
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many victories too! We can't...
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is... Depthal energy! That light from your body. It's like the tiny giant curse! Whoa! It's a meta pink shockwave! This granny's really strong!
You're not going anywhere!
Over here!
Looks like I went too far. No slack! Duty! We're at an end.
Surprise!
I guess this isn't good.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come.
This is it.
Look at me. The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Resistance.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor...
Save your flattery.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside At first, it was only the size of a... It is a testament to Ningguang. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to even to this very day. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protect...
I mean no offense.
Forebears, you say?
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that Wei Qixing, though mortal, I also thought to tell him how the past generation, but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective.
Right. That's something that happened in The animal archons sought to quell this.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am a...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I thought this battle would perhaps, although I am a mere more...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti, although their blood is weak. The time of contracts between...
Seeing the port...
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what one fears that by the time one finds... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was of... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace. Childe wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of... Harding that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor. Surprise! Over here! Surprise!
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshen Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't...
Doesn't the Northland Bank... But last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about the... We had better go and make sure that everything is... Step on up!
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you... Oh, it seems that
Hey, it's Zhongli and Childe.
It's you two. I believe we've met once Ah, right.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a...
Oh, now don't say... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are sin. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be... You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled.
sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Childe? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat!
Gathering.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, even boulders that can withstand until one drizzly day. As I stood motionless.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue the city? So I feigned my own death. Indeed I was. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the cryo-archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli. Even all of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors.
Huh? That
On the contrary.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for
I think that thanks would be more... If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like be that as it may?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is the...
Right! As Zhongli always told us,
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contract. My agreement with the cryo-archon will be the last of my contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now. Over here!
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Step on up!
You know that god from the...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of...
Ah, forget it.
Well, so Rex... Oh, come on. There's only one real
Fatui?
Shh. Lower your...
Hear ye all! The Chi sing, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, gods and Adepti live. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement. So that something feels off. Could the Qixing already have known that? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his nose? Exactly, right? Oop. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue,
The long, unending...
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our...
So concludes the words of her. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Huh. And to think, but it seems... Well, that's...
As for the mortal...
Perhaps...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease? Right. If the two of you can spare the time. You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire.
Oh, no wonder. But since you weren't used to know...
Well, we were only spending for... In the city of commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made. That is true. I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. Yes, the Electro-Archon...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstance, but if a person shows truth, this is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how...
But starting from last year, the rite...
Vision hunted?
Yes. It...
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings.
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away will only strengthen knowing her. Seven ideal... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside.